A debate old as anime itself, but one that I don't think people question as to why we have this debate. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Anime Void. I'm Brian, your host, and today I'm going to be talking about breasts, titties, hooters, honkers.
Get on with it!
Right, sorry. So one thing a lot of people like to talk about in anime, mostly to shit on anime, is about breast physics. And yeah, that can get kinda crazy. That's not how that works. However, I think the question is, why is it such a big deal? Let's take this from the top. First off, anime is cartoons. All of anime is a cartoon. Plain and simple. And cartoon physics don't really portray real life physics. I mean, humans don't really look like this with like the big eyes and the perfect features and all that kind of stuff. Anime begins and ends with being not realistic. Sure, we can get close to realism, but it never goes into being real. It's still fantasy. But still, with that in mind, there is something weird about it still. I do have a few theories as to why. First off, when we were all younger, we would always defend anime saying, oh, it's not cartoons, it's better than cartoons. So I think, even as we grow up, and we kind of realize that there isn't a difference, well, hopefully most of us, there's still that kind of subconscious disconnect where we do not compare anime to cartoons, and maybe that could do something with it, that when cartoony physics happen in anime, there is kind of a weird disconnect. But at the same time, that's not really true, because in certain comedic animes, they do have cartoony physics and we're fine with it. So my second theory, which is the one I think is more likely, is that anime does cover a lot more serious subject matter. When we see cartoony physics in like a comedic anime, we kind of shrug it off. Sure, there are the prudes and the puritans that will argue it and say, bad, evil, meh. But still, for the sake of those anime, such as Keijo, it's a comedy. It's supposed to be over the top. It's supposed to be funny. Things don't work like a normal human world would. Someone judo flips another person with their nipples. It's not supposed to be taken seriously. This is the height of being a cartoon. So yeah, again, you'll still hear complaints about that, but that's usually from more naysayers. The ones where everyone complains about, even fans of anime complain about, are ones where it's a serious anime such as High School of the Dead. Again, it's fantasy, but it is more grounded in the fact that it's a serious anime about surviving a zombie apocalypse. So when something like this happens, it stands out. Sure, you can have comedic and funny moments during a serious melodrama kind of thing. But this is not how you do that. This is where we laugh at it because it's so bad, not because it's funny. And at the end of the day, I'm not trying to stand above as like, oh, I don't mind breast physics at all in anime. I do. I do think it's weird when something like High School of the Dead happens, and even in a comedic series like High School DxD, I get annoyed with the breast physics because they sound like bags of pudding. But that said, there are still going to be cherry pickers that pick out even comedy series, mostly sexually based comedy series, who will complain about the breast physics in anime just to kind of make their hollow, shallow point. Still, they do kind of have a point where in some series it is misplaced and is kind of really weird. And not a good thing to do. So yeah, hopefully this video can help you take a step back and really evaluate what is wrong with breast physics, and do you still not like it in all anime, or are you kind of be okay with it in some animes, but like me, not okay in others? Let me know down below, and of course, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more from me, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss an upload from me, and please think about supporting me on Patreon, link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to catch you next time in the void. Later.